American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Well, Charles, Le'Veon Bell, 26 going on 27, and the shelf life of these NFL running backs seems to be getting shorter and shorter. How long can he go at this torrid pace?
Usually we say 30 is kind of the line of demarcation for a running back. But Le'Veon Bell played all 16 games in 2017, takes great care of himself off the field. I think he's got a chance to break through that 30-year-old mark, and in a big way.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he spins through. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw here, Roethlisberger. James has got it, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. He swallowed him up. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he finds McDonald. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Here's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here
the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Got some room at the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on second down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Detroit!
On second down, McCaffrey, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From a season ago, it's Alex Collins. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Here's Jackson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are in for 6. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Terrell Suggs in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Roethlisberger going to hand the ball. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Here we go. Focus, focus.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Terrell Suggs with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. So now on comes the field goal unit. And, wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely on line. It just needs a little more oomph behind it. And it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Jackson. A right side catch by Crabtree. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. On first down, this is McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Lucky 56. Now let's go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Michael Crabtree, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Switzer now to return. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Bell so light on his feet. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play.
We got three, fellas.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
The Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Roethlisberger. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Jackson on first down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. And it's third down. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Michael Crabtree in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a Rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
They have 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Switzer now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down. Room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And able to find John Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. Here's a 1st down run with Collins. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Jackson down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A carry here for the big tight end. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
But last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Pitching it out to McCaffrey. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Play action. It's Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it is 28-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
4 down.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
On second down, Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. 23 yards on the play.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown. And Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic. And Big Ben welcomes that.
And Big Ben won a Super Bowl at 23. Youngest ever to do so. Has never looked back. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Hey. Fourth side. Black 30.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And the Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They go play action now. Jackson. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line.
Sportsmanship and all that. Other people are thinking about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll run him now out of the gun. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Carry here for Orleans dark one. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Tight down. All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Terrell Suggs in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Hey, we got three. Three down.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Lucky 56.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for Baltimore,
thicker the pie, thicker the bag. Me and my buying, at least in no beamer. I'm buying no kind of, I'm driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it, the is mad. Man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag. I ain't holding around, just a little Merlin, out the cutie. I don't give a, tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim, in my denim, she was trying to forward out, she don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane hags for a burger. Watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation, we was on roll like tires. What we gon' I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, my. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow Joe, kill mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6, Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snicker bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. Y'all in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing a check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed.